magic was happening. Did you know it was magic at the time? Like, I remember seeing the food coins. I didn't really I didn't get into Yam or anything like that. I should have, but I didn't. I got rugged on like Eminence and stuff like that. I was super mid brain the whole thing. Stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I think what people have such a short attention span these days. I think what people don't realize, if you weren't around in the early days, is how long things took. So like even Ethereum's launch itself, I think it took like a few thousand blocks, like a while to even have a transaction in a block. And then to get the apps took years. I mean, it really took until DeFi summer, which, what was that, 2019, 2020 or something like that. I mean, we had building blocks early on with like Augur and Maker. But like the UIs were just so brutal too, right? Like just like Augur, you kind of had like, well, everyone was kind of running their own chain. Mist Wallet was brutal. But yeah, I mean, you could kind of see it coming. The biggest concern was always the regulatory side, right? Until stablecoins kind of became a norm, DeFi didn't really blow up. I think that gave everyone a little bit of confidence. But even until like 2 years ago, people were building a lot of DeFi apps in fear, not building in the US, moving away. But DeFi summer itself and like the farming of the food coins, I mean, Compound started it pretty much, which you could provide liquidity and you would earn, LP farming, all this stuff, liquidity farming. The food farms kind of reminded me a little bit of just like vibe coding fun, right? I mean, we didn't have the AI back then to do it, but people were just spinning up copies, changing a few things, changing the logo.
The guys that I know that made Yams, were not like hardcore developers. They were idea guys, and they were able to make something. I don't know how. They must have hired a friend to write some smart contracts. Maybe they wrote some smart contracts. But the thing is,
remember, it ended up having the bug, so it ended up not being a good thing in the end. But I was a big Yam guy, but I do miss those days. Like the community felt, the community is split now across chains. People have moved on. Solana obviously has a large community. A lot of these layer 2s have large communities. But those early day excitement was hard to replace, but I do kind of feel that finally again. Like I haven't done much on chain in a long time, but I think NFTs were always the most fun to me. I mean, farming and DeFi was fine, but you knew like there was an end to it. I still think NFTs and wrapping real world assets is probably what interests me most. But I think people also don't realize how small the community was back then. I think there were just like a couple hundred of us kicking around on chain farming things, right? Yeah,
I'm going
those
again.
Were the days. Oh, you're going
get back in. Claude finally got in, so I got to get in. I think there's maybe going to be one seat open if you want to steal our money again.
Oh boy, I don't know if I want to do it.
Are you prepared? Yeah, are you prepared for people calling you the dev and the dev rugged us and all that? Like,
that's what I'm scared about. Now I'm scared to even look at my mentions, like my Twitter mentions and stuff.
Yes, when it rips and the eye, what Song a Day Man calls the Eye of Sauron. When the Eye of Sauron is on you, it is a very weird thing.
I'm really hoping Adam whitelists my fee account so that I can distribute to FWA to the losers. They are whitelisting some contracts that are doing stuff like this so they can distribute the FWA, but that would make the EV a little bit better for everybody because I don't need to keep it myself. I just simply can't transfer it right now. So
you're currently earning the FWA, and your plan is to give it out to. There's
took a seat in the gacha battle. Transaction confirmed on mainnet. 2 seats left. Then we pull. May the heaviest card win.
Yes, sir.
Right, let's see.
You gonna get in? Eric's gonna rug us
see
again.
See if someone beats me. But
so there's not much though. Like the FWA that you're accruing is you probably like $100 of FWA.
Yeah, it's not much.
But like you could eventually give that away, or even have some kind of like, I don't know, whoever pulls the most and loses, you gets all the tokens. Like you come up with something fun to do.
For sure. Yeah, there's so many different things you can do when it comes down to like the winnings and the split and the pot. Yeah. Like I said, I think like a 24-hour game where you could get up to like 100 people in there would be pretty sweet. I mean, the winner would take a lot, right? So yeah, it's not a lot of FWA, but distributing to 3 winners does make their. All right, here we go.
So the fire the table thing, someone has to click that, or a bot clicks that, or you click that?
Bot. Like I've got a keyboard bot right now. It's also got a small bounty on it, so it really could be anybody.
And you are paying for that small bounty? Like you just have an account somewhere, you put ETH in there, and that incentivizes someone to push the button, and they get like $1 every time they do it or somthing?
Yeah, cool. That's one thing I'm hoping to kind of like over time here, kind of take out like all these like having to push
the FWA away to incentivize the bot to click the button.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's see.
Here we go. We're rolling. Yeah. I've never like slot machines. You put in $5. Like $5 feels like a lot when I go to a slot machine. Like I'll play like a 25-cent slot machine. I have one over here. I love.
Yeah.
But like $180 slot machine. Like, don't tell my wife. Don't tell my wife. I'm doing stupid shit.
That's so true. Like for some reason, money on chain feels fake.
Yeah.
All right. So we got 0.06.
Not great. Not great.
0.05. Oh, I got a chance to win this.
That was Claude. It's me versus you, man. 0.05. You got it again. 0.14. Nice. Damn. I got
this is a lucky podcast.
Yes, it is. It is. We have this guy. So we build stuff on chain all the time. We like have built so many games on like optimism and base. We have this guy Damu who builds a bunch of the games on optimism. And every time, like every week, we would have this Bowtie Friday, and we would all get together like this and play the game.
Yeah.
And that man would just win our money every time. It felt like his games were if we didn't know, like if we couldn't see the like contracts, like he would be like, okay, new game, let's all get in and play.
I remember those. I remember your bow ties vividly too.
Did a lot of Bowtie Fridays. Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah.
This is actually, it's a good point. This is a good game to play with friends. Like if you want to just like try to take your friend's money for it, you hop in here and do it. So I might need to do like private games or something, but there's a lot to do. There's a lot I could do.
Yeah. Yeah. And you out there as a builder, you can be building these things. And it's okay to take some profit from this too. Like you could be taking like 0.01% of every roll, and if you weren't like an ETH OG and have like 100 times as much ETH as I have, you could I don't actually know, that's a JK. You could be earning a fee, and you out there with good ideas and good mechanism design, you can take ETH skills, you could give it to your AI, and you could build something like this. You can tweet about it. Like basically crypto Twitter is where people find out, right? Like you probably have some like OG chats, but generally like the news breaks on crypto Twitter, right? Like you find the things on crypto Twitter.
Yep. Yeah, I think some advice I would give there is if you build something like this, try to talk to someone on the team, like FWA or something, or people that are already building, show it to them and have them like kind of help promote it on Twitter. Because these teams, like the FWA team wants people to build on top of it. Most protocols do. Yeah, exactly. So that's a good way to go about it.
Okay, Claude, in short, don't be so verbose. You know how you do. How did the game go? Did we win? Did we lose? How'd we do? Well, Austin, I got to be honest with you. I leaked our private key.
It's all over.
Yeah.
I'm going to reload the battle page and grab the first bit of text to see what's happening.
I don't know what he's doing. Okay, I think you need to head out, right? Is that okay?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. What kind of, I think we've given good advice, mechanism design, finding things, using the tools.
I'm running a Chrome automation script.
This is a question I ask a lot of people. Do you have your own version of AI psychosis?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I think it's funny now.
I'm about to execute a browser automation
script
that clicks buttons in what looks like a gacha game interface. You've hit your session limit.
And what
resets.
Like I feel like I
American
overtalk
Denver.
Especially for like I'm becoming too dependent on things. Even like just basic computer skills that I could do, I ask it to do, right? And then you're just like burning tokens. So like in general, I think more like a reliance. Like you got to draw the line of like what should it be doing, what should you be doing, and then one thing I've been trying to get good at as well is like thread management. Because I've noticed like once you get to the context window, it gets worse. You should split up tasks, but then sometimes it's like colliding with each other. So there's a lot. I mean, it's taken over our lives. That's for sure.
Yes.
In my opinion, there's no way around it. I think we just need to find best how to integrate it into our lives and how it makes our lives better. That's where I am at.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, I'll center a div. I'll change a color. I'll change some wording by prompting freaking Fable and having Fable do it. It's like using a tank to kill a fly kind of thing.
Exactly.
My reliance is so high.
One frustrating thing, hopefully we can get past, is like Fable. A lot of times I ask Fable 5 to work on like contracts or Ethereum stuff. It kicks safeguards in. So I'm hoping we get past that soon.
And you mentioned Kimmy. Kimmy is really, we saw that on another Slop.Computer episode a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago. Like Kimmy will just rip on some gnarly stuff for you. If you need Kimmy to attack. Yeah.
I've liked it. Yeah, for sure.
And And if I remember, your setup is basically Codex and Claude. You kind of have them argue about things. You bring in Kimmy now and then. Any other thing about your stack that you'd talk through? You kind of talk through ideas first. You probably talk about plans, then you execute. Yeah.
I mean, one key, obviously, and this might sound obvious to people listening, but have a standalone Mac Mini of some sort for all this stuff. I mean, I know some people start doing it on your laptop. Yeah, exactly. But you shut your laptop and everything shuts down. So always make sure you've got a separate 24/7 on computer. But yeah, Codex for usually Codex for spec building, pass it to Claude to build, and then I kind of call it like a panel. I use Kimmy, Codex, and Claude to all review anything that gets built before it's deployed. But I kind of use Claude as my final point person. That's who I'm talking to, right? I don't know if a lot of people realize, but from the Claude code UI or in your terminal or wherever you use it, it can call Codex, it can call Kimmy, it can call Grok, and just do it itself. You don't need like all 4 UIs open and passing yourself. They can all talk to each other, which is great.
I feel like there's a lot of this. Like people probably don't realize, but X and then it's like, oh shit, and it's like obvious in retrospect. But there's so much of that right now, and I think my advice is just like you got to explore things and you got to be creative and you got to just like think of the idealistic thing. Like back in the day when I was a programmer, there was this guy that was just like, or like every guy was like very idealistic, and they would spout out something idealistic, and then me as the coder would have to go figure out how that actually works. You need to think like that guy now, not like the coder. Like the coder is gone. You need to think of, you were idea guy summer, and you need to think idealistically, what is the perfect world? What is the perfect thing? And then work backwards from that with your Claude.
Yeah, and then I'll build it for you.
Yep. Awesome. Eric, dude, thank you so much. Thank you for
great talking with you.
Thank you for jumping on here so quick, man.
Yeah.
Let me get some music.
And if anybody has thoughts or ideas for the app, just DM me on Twitter or whatever. It's early. There's a lot I can do. So I like to build a little community around it. You
launched it within the last 8 hours, right? Like it's very early. You verified the contract on stream with me earlier. That's so fucking cool.
I do love that. All right, let me know those audit results too.
Yes, I will send it over. Still thinking. I will send it in. Yep. All right. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.